The Galactic Empire began its day like any other. Patrol ships moved across the border, checking for smugglers, pirates, or lost travelers. Nothing important ever happened in this quiet region of space. The officers in the control room were half relaxed, half bored, staring at the dull star map that never changed. But everything changed in 1 second. A strange shape appeared on the long-range scanner. It was not a ship, not an asteroid, and not anything the Empire had seen before. The scanners tried to zoom in, but the object kept breaking the signal. The system glitched and restarted on its own. Rylox, a young alien officer, frowned at the screen. He had worked in the Empire's military for 8 years and had never seen a scanner malfunction like this. "Sir, something is approaching," he said, trying to keep his voice steady. Commander Tarek walked over with slow steps, expecting another false alarm. But when he saw the screen, he froze. The object moved smoothly, silently, and with no engine trail. That was impossible. No ship could move without heat or power signatures. "Try another scan," Tarek ordered. Rylox tried. The scanner died again. Now everyone in the room felt uneasy. The object grew closer, and the Empire's visual system finally managed to capture a blurry shape. It looked like a ship, but not any design in the Empire's database. The hull was smooth, dark, and shaped like something built for speed and silence. It did not shine like normal metal. It absorbed light. The room grew quiet as officers exchanged nervous looks. "Whose ship is that?" someone whispered. The answer came to Rylox first, and he wished it had not. He recognized the outline. The shape. The silhouette. It was very close to human ships, but humans were not known for advanced technology. Their ships were slow, noisy, and easy to track. This one was the opposite. Humans did not build ships like this. The very idea felt impossible. Commander Tarek leaned closer to the screen, his voice shaking slightly. "This cannot be human." But deep inside, he knew it was. The room's doors opened as senior officers rushed in. Reports quickly spread, every scanner in the region was glitching. Every energy sensor was failing. Other nearby fleets also saw the strange object. The Empire's first reaction was fear. "Why is it silent? Why can't we detect its engines?" another officer asked. "Maybe it is a new Empire ship we do not know about," one suggested. But that lie did not survive long. The ship's design was nothing like the Empire's style. It was too smooth. Too clean. Too controlled. Finally, the mysterious craft entered close visual range. The screen sharpened, and the entire command room gasped. The ship hovered without sound, without pressure waves, without light from its engines. It simply existed there, calm, quiet, and powerful. The hull had complex lines running across it, almost like living circuits. The metal looked older than the galaxy but also more advanced than any material the Empire could create. Commander Tarek felt his throat tighten. If this is human technology, then humanity has changed. Rylox swallowed hard. "Sir, should we contact the capital?" Before Tarek could answer, a deep voice echoed across every Imperial channel, channels humans were not supposed to access. "Do not fear. We come to speak." The entire control room froze. There was no static, no distortion. The voice was calm, steady, and human. The Empire began to panic. How did they enter our channels? Why can't we block them? Why does the ship not appear on radar? What do they want from us? But the human ship remained still. It did not aim weapons. It did not show aggression. It simply hovered, almost peacefully, as if waiting for the Empire to make the next move. Yet that calmness only made the Empire more nervous. Humanity had always been weak, harmless, and technologically behind. The Empire had always looked down on them. But now, one ship, just one, had silenced every Imperial fleet in the region. Commander Tarek stood straight, his hands trembling. "Send a message back," he ordered. Rylox tried to open the communications panel. It did not work. The controls were frozen. Humans had taken control of the system without effort. The mysterious ship suddenly released a light glow across its hull. Not bright. Just enough to remind the Empire that it was watching them. The officers stared in fear. Humanity had built something impossible. Something the galaxy was not ready to face. Something that changed everything. The human ship continued to hover in silence, but inside the Empire's command center, everything was chaos. Officers ran between consoles, alarms rang in every corner, and no one knew what to do. The Empire had fought many enemies across the galaxy, but none of them made their scanners go blind. None of them blocked communications without lifting a finger. None of them appeared from nowhere with a ship that broke every rule of engineering. General Varkan, a tall and strict alien with dark blue skin, stormed into the control room. He had commanded battles against rebels, pirates, and even rogue planets, but the fear he felt now was different. "What is this ship? Why are my officers reporting system failure?" he demanded. Commander Tarek bowed respectfully but could not hide the shaking in his voice. "General, it is a human craft." The room fell silent. Even the background alarms suddenly felt quieter, as if the galaxy itself was holding its breath. "A human craft." Varkan repeated slowly, as if the words hurt him. Humans were not supposed to be a threat. The Empire had always seen them as a young, harmless species, brave, yes, but nowhere near powerful. Humans were known for curiosity, teamwork, and stubbornness, but not advanced engineering. Rylox pulled up a frozen frame of the ship on the main screen. "This is the object," he said softly. General Varkan stared at it for a long time. The smooth black hull. The glowing circuit-like lines. The silent engines. The shape that looked both ancient and futuristic. "It should not exist," Varkan whispered. The Empire had to make a decision, fast. "Disable the broadcast channels," he ordered. "If the citizens learn about this, panic will spread across the Empire." Officers nodded and tried to shut down external communication. But every control panel displayed the same message. "Access restricted. System override active." Varkan's face darkened. "Humans are controlling our system?" Rylox nodded. "It seems so, sir. The Empire had always believed they were the smartest. The strongest. The most advanced. But now a single human ship was making them feel blind and powerless. General Varkan clenched his teeth. "We must not let anyone know humans built something like this," he said. "If the other species learn the truth, they will doubt our strength." The Empire's greatest fear was losing control. He turned to Commander Tarek. "Send small scout fighters. Do not attack. Just scan." "But sir." "Now." 3 scout ships flew toward the human craft. Their small engines lit up the dark space as they approached the silent giant. Inside the command center, everyone watched the screen anxiously. The first scout ship released a scanning pulse. It hit the human ship, and vanished. Not exploded. Not destroyed. Just, gone. The pulse disappeared as if the ship ate it. "Try a deeper scan," Varkan whispered. The second scout ship attempted a multi-sensor scan. Its systems shut down instantly. Lights off. Engines dead. It drifted in space like a rock. The pilot cried out through the radio, "My controls are frozen. Nothing works." Then the human ship glowed slightly. The scout ship suddenly rebooted, on its own. All systems returned to normal. The pilot gasped. "It repaired my ship." No one spoke. Everyone felt confusion mixed with fear. The Empire had never met something that could disable their ships and fix them again. The third scout ship approached without scanning. Its pilots simply wanted to observe at close range. The human craft remained calm, as if it understood the pilot's intention. "Do not get too close," Tarek warned. But it was too late. A ripple of light moved across the human hull, smooth, soft, beautiful. The alien pilot stared at it in awe. "It is reacting to me," he whispered. "Like it is alive." General Varkan's calm voice broke the silence. "Enough. Recall the scouts." The human ship made no move to follow. It simply returned to silent observation. General Varkan took a deep breath. He finally understood. This was not a warship. It was a message. Humans were showing something, a warning, a truth, or maybe a question. The Empire did not know which one was more terrifying. Varkan turned to his officers. "No one outside this room must know what happened today. Not until we understand what the humans want." But the humans were already several steps ahead. A new message appeared on every Imperial screen. Soft. Calm. Human. "We know what you did on Vega 9. The Empire's secret was no longer a secret. The moment the message appeared. "We know what you did on Vega 9. Every officer in the Empire's command room stopped breathing. Vega 9. Even the name was forbidden. General Varkan felt his heart tighten. The Empire had erased every file, silenced every witness, and destroyed every piece of evidence from that mission. Vega 9 was meant to disappear from history forever. No one outside the highest ranks even knew the colony existed. But somehow, humans knew. Commander Tarek stepped back from the screen as if it might explode. Rylox looked pale, his hands trembling. Everyone in the room realized the same thing. This human ship was not showing power. It was showing knowledge. General Varkan finally found his voice. How could they know? Vega 9 was wiped clean. Commander Tarek whispered, "Sir, if humans know about Vega 9, then they have technology beyond our imagination. And if they reveal it," Rylox added, "the entire Empire will collapse." The room filled with fear, not because of weapons, but because of truth. A second message appeared from the human ship, this time a video feed request. General Varkan hesitated. Once he accepted, he might lose control of the entire Empire. But if he refused, humanity might reveal everything to the galaxy. He pressed accept. The screen flickered. A human face appeared. Captain Elias Ward stood calmly inside a dim command room. He wore a simple dark uniform with no medals, no symbols, no displays of rank, just a steady expression and a calm presence. "Empire Command," he said softly. "We need to talk." His voice was controlled, almost too calm. Commander Tarek expected anger or threats, but the human captain spoke like he was discussing weather. General Varkan tried to gather courage. "Human captain, what do you want from us?" Captain Ward didn't answer immediately. He looked straight at the Empire officers, almost reading their thoughts. "We are not here for war," Ward said. "We are here for answers. You attacked Vega 9, and you lied." A chill ran through the room. The Empire had attacked Vega 9 secretly. It was a small human research colony, nothing important. The Empire believed humans were becoming too curious about the Outer Rim. They feared humanity might discover something meant to stay hidden. So, the Empire destroyed the colony and covered everything with shadows. General Varkan forced himself to speak. "Human captain, you do not understand the full context." Ward's eyes narrowed slightly. "I understand enough. A colony of civilians was erased. Children. Scientists. Medics. People who never held weapons." Rylox looked down in shame. "We only found one survivor," Captain Ward continued. And she told us everything. A survivor? The Empire officers exchanged shocked looks. There was not supposed to be one. The Empire believed everyone on Vega 9 had been killed. General Varkon felt a crack appear inside his confidence. How did she escape? Captain Ward leaned back slightly. Our ship, this ship, was built to find people. To see hidden things. To uncover lies. That was its purpose. Humans built this craft not to start a war, but to stop another tragedy. The human ship outside glowed softly, as if reacting to his words. Commanders around General Varkon whispered urgently. Humans have new scanning systems. They can detect hidden files. They can break our communication locks. No species should have that level of technology. But Ward continued calmly. Empire Command, he said, we are giving you one chance to tell the truth. Not to us. But to the galaxy. General Varkon felt his legs weaken. If the truth came out, the Empire's reputation would collapse. Allies would question them. Citizens would rebel. The Empire's power was built on confidence, and confidence would disappear instantly. He tried one last desperate attempt. You do not understand politics, Varkon said. This could destroy everything. Ward nodded. Yes. But hiding the truth destroys something even greater. He lifted a small device and placed it on the console beside him. This contains the full recording of Vega 9, Ward said. Survivor testimony. Satellite logs. Imperial command orders. Everything. General Varkon's eyes widened in horror. You would expose us? Ward shook his head. No. You will. We will give you a choice. A final message appeared on every Imperial screen. Choose truth, or face humanity's next step. No anger. No threats. Just certainty. The Empire officers watched Captain Ward closely, and for the first time in their lives, they understood something new and terrifying. Humanity had risen. Not just in power. But in purpose. The Empire was no longer dealing with the humans they once knew. The command center felt colder than space itself. General Varkon stood frozen, staring at the device Captain Elias Ward had placed on his console. Every officer in the room could feel it, the truth of Vega 9 was no longer buried. It was alive. It was standing right in front of them. Captain Ward kept his calm expression. The Empire has ruled for centuries, he said. But even powerful empires must answer for their mistakes. General Varkon's voice trembled. If you share this with the galaxy, our alliances will collapse. Planets will rebel. Chaos will spread. Ward nodded slowly. Yes. But you created that danger the day you destroyed Vega 9. Those words hit harder than any weapon. Rylox, the young officer, felt something shift inside him. For the first time, he questioned the empire he served. Questioned the orders he obeyed. Questioned the truth he never saw. General Varkon clenched his fists. His pride was breaking. His control was fading. What do you want from us? He whispered. Ward looked directly into the camera. We want honesty, he said. We want acknowledgement. And we want justice for the lives you ended. Varkon felt the entire galaxy slipping from his grasp. But the human captain wasn't finished. We built this ship, Ward continued, not to wage war, but to ensure the galaxy can no longer hide its crimes. Outside the window, the massive human craft shifted slightly. Its dark hull shimmered, and the glowing lines across its surface brightened like veins filled with energy. General Varkon stared at it with fear and awe. What is that ship truly capable of? He asked quietly. Ward's eyes softened, but his voice remained firm. Enough to make sure this never happens again. Before Varkon could respond, alarms blared through the Empire's command center. The officers scrambled to their stations. General. Enemy signatures approaching. The screen displayed hundreds of red dots. The Empire's largest fleet was arriving, massive battleships, heavy cruisers, and destroyers. They had come prepared for war, but the enemy was not the human ship. The enemy was fear. The Empire had assumed the humans came to attack. So they gathered every warship they had, hoping to surround the human craft and intimidate it into retreat. General Varkon raised his head. Hold fire. Do not engage. But the fleet commanders did not know the truth. They believed humanity had created a weapon capable of ending them. Fear made them reckless. A commander's voice echoed through the speakers. General Varkon, step aside. We will eliminate the human threat. Varkon shouted, no. You do not understand. Too late. The Imperial fleet surrounded the human ship in a massive circle. Hundreds of heavy cannons charged with glowing energy. The galaxy held its breath. Inside the human ship, Captain Ward watched without blinking. He pressed one button. The ship unfolded. Panels separated like wings opening. Soft blue light filled the space around it. A deep hum vibrated across the battlefield, peaceful yet terrifying. The human craft transformed, not into a weapon, but into something unseen in the galaxy. Sir, Rylox breathed. It is alive. From the human hull, a ripple of light spread outward like a silent wave. It passed through Imperial ships, but instead of destroying them, it simply turned off their weapons. Cannons powered down. Shields collapsed. Engines froze. Every Imperial warship sat powerless, held still by a technology no one understood. The Empire's voice cracked. This ship, it controls energy. Ward's voice came through calmly. Yes. We can disable any weapon, any shield, any engine. We have no interest in destroying you. He leaned forward. But we will not let you destroy us. General Varkon looked at his silent fleet, then at the calm human captain. In that moment, he understood something no Empire ruler ever wanted to believe. The galaxy had a new superpower. And it was not the Empire. Varkon sank to his knees, the weight of his choices crushing him. Human captain, we surrender. Tell us what you require. Ward exhaled softly and closed his eyes for a moment. When he opened them, the room felt lighter. We require peace, he said. Real peace. No more secret attacks. No more lies. No more fear. Varkon nodded slowly, defeated. It will be done. Ward offered one last message, gentle and firm. Power does not come from weapons, it comes from truth. The human ship folded its wings back and drifted away, leaving behind a silent, humbled empire and a galaxy that would never underestimate humanity again. The Empire watched as the impossible human ship disappeared into the stars. Not as a conqueror, but as a reminder. A reminder that humanity had finally risen.